Hi kids! Welcome to this week's edition of TBC Kids Club. I'm your host, Crafty Aggie. TBC Kids Club is a children's club that seeks to promote learning through art, crafts, and do-it-yourself activities. If you are a parent, register on the links below and subscribe to our channel for new videos. Let's get started, shall we? Today, I'll be showing you how to make a puzzle which will help you learn more about shapes. So what are some of the shapes that you know? I know a rectangle. I know this is a rectangle because it has two long sides and two short sides. Long side 1, long side 2, short side 1, and short side 2. Rectangle. Type in your answers in the comment section below. To make the puzzle, you will need the following materials. Straw board, and if you can't get this, please use cardboard, which you can get from old packaging material. This is a box cutter. It's very sharp, and if you also can't get this, just use a pair of scissors. Always remember to ask for help when handling any sharp objects. This is a marker pen. It's black. If you can't find it, just use black crayon or a black pencil or a black pen. This is a ruler. It's 30 centimeters long. Finally, you will need your colored pencils. If you can't find this, just use normal wax crayons. All these materials can be found at any textbook center outlet. Just find one near you. Step 1, we want to make two 9 centimeter squares. So take your ruler and place it along the edge of your straw board like this. And we want to make a marking using our marker pen on the 9 centimeter mark. So 0 starts there, 9 is here, so I make a marking over here. I do the same for all the sides, so you turn it around. At 9, 0 starts here. So now we want to measure these other sides. So I take my ruler again. From 9, just trying to make sure that it's straight. I make another mark. Now we're on to this last edge. We're just trying to make sure that the dots meet at the same point. So that's why I have to redo this side. But as you can see, already we have dots which can connect to each other. Now we want to join these dots so as to make lines. Connect from dot 1 to dot 2. Just make sure that they are straight. Take your marker pen. Sorry, you didn't make a marking, so I will redo it like that. Then we turn it the other side and do the same. Now we have our shape outline. Next step is just to cut it out. I'll be using a box cutter. Remember, you can also use a pair of scissors. And also remember to ask for help from an adult when handling these sharp objects. So here I have my box cutter. This is another thicker piece of straw board, which I'm just using so as not to mess my table. You can also cut the straw board on the floor surface. This is just if you don't have the cardboard to place on top of the table. So take your ruler if you're using a straw board, if you're using a box cutter, sorry. And then place the ruler along one edge of the line. Take your box cutter, place it against the ruler, and cut it down like that. You see, we have a slit already. Do the same for the other side. Take your ruler, place the box cutter against the ruler and firmly press down to cut the straw board. This is our square. Now we want to make the second one. So what we'll do is that we'll just trace it on the other side of the straw board. Instead of measuring again, we'll just place it on top of the side. Take your marker pen. Make sure before you start drawing anything, make sure the edges are all aligned. So this one is all messed up. Let's try on this other end. You can also use this space. It's just that I'm avoiding cutting so much. That's why I'm just using the edges of the straw board. Okay, so let's try again. Here. Now we want to repeat the same process and cut it out. Take your ruler and your box cutter. Place the ruler along the edge of one line. Take your box cutter and press it against the ruler. And press down to cut out the straw board. Do the same for this other end. All cut out. Now we are done with our squares. These squares are 9 centimeters long and 9 centimeters wide, which means they are equal. This side is equal to this side and this side and this other side. This is different from the rectangle, which we saw earlier has 2 long sides and 2 short sides. Step 2, we want to draw 2 shapes inside the squares. An oval, which looks a little bit like an egg, and a triangle, which has 3 pointed edges. Take your marker pen. Let's start with the oval. An oval has no edges. Doesn't have to be perfect. So this is the oval. Let's do the triangle. First edge. The second edge. The third one, and 3 pointed sharp ends. 1, 2, and 3. Next, we want to shade in the squares using colored pencils. We'll shade 2 different colors on the inside of the shape and on its outside. What are your favorite colors? Red is my absolute favorite, so I'll start with that. So I'm just careful not to go outside the edge. Then I move on to my second favorite color, which is yellow. I love yellow. Don't you see just how bright it is? Wow. I'm just going over the edges, trying to get everything shaded. This coloring is good enough for the oval. Red and yellow on the outside. Let's move on to the second shape, which is the triangle. And then I will tell you my third favorite color is orange. Again, what other things can you spot that are orange? Orange the fruit, or the tangerine that we used in the crab project a few weeks back? Is it orange, or is it a blend of orange and yellow? Next is blue, which is my fourth favorite color. Do you like light blue or dark blue more? I may not do it so perfectly because I'm rushing to finish this project. I'm sure you're just as eager to see how the puzzles turn out, so I wouldn't want to keep you waiting any longer. But if you're at home, you have more time, you can even take breaks. Yes, and you can also sharpen your colored pencils. You can see they need some sharpening, but I can just use these ones until I finish. I'm almost done. This will be okay. Orange and blue, and yellow and red. These are my favorite color combos. Step 3. Using a ruler and a marker pen, make markings at 3 centimeters and 6 centimeters on all sides of the squares. First, turn your square on its back side. We'll do that so that we don't mess with the coloring on the other end. And then take your ruler, place it on the straw board, and with a marker pen, mark off at 3 centimeters and at 6 centimeters. Go on to the other side. Do the same at 3 centimeters and at 6 centimeters. Make your mark. Flip over, then to this third side. Make your marking at 3 centimeters and 6 centimeters. Finally, on this other side, repeat the same at 3 centimeters and at 6 centimeters. So that's the first square. Let's go on to the second square. Turn over the square and then repeat the markings on all 4 sides. So these are our markings which we'll use for the bases from where we'll cut off this puzzle. Step 4, we now want to join the markings using a ruler and a marker pen. First square, next square, and the last line. Now we can see that our markings are all perfectly joined. Now let's go ahead and cut along these lines. We'll be doing this so as to make squares, which as you can count are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different squares. In total, there will be 18. 9 plus 9, 18 small squares. So take your ruler, place it on top of the straw board along one line, and then take your box cutter and bring it against the edge of the ruler. Press down and cut through the board like that. Do the same for this other edge. Cut through like that. Then we go to this one line. Press it down. Done! So these are the squares. Let me just pick them up and show them to you. Finally, let's try out our puzzles. Remember, we have two shapes to piece together, an oval and a triangle. Let's begin. First, I'm sorting out the colors. Blue and orange on one side, yellow and red on the other side. Red and yellow there. Let's try out this shape. Let's see how it will go. Okay. Blue on this side. Done with triangle. Now let's do the oval. Let's just first arrange them. This one is going to be a little bit tricky, but not for us. Now we are done piecing together our puzzles. Wasn't that interesting? You can try out more shapes, say a rectangle, a star shape, a circle shape. All those puzzles will help you understand more about shapes. You can send us photos of your project using the hashtag TBC Kids Club. Now, did you know that a group of lions is called a pride? And that a baby lion, a wee little lion, is called a cub? What more interesting facts about lions do you know? In this activity, I'll be showing you how to make Mr. Lion, the king of the jungle. Rawr! You will need the following materials. Straw board, A4 sized. This is enough for our project. Cotton twine or normal thread. Uhu all-purpose adhesive or super glue. 2 pairs of scissors, one for cutting paper, one for cutting cloth. And remember, when handling these sharp objects, please ask for help from an adult. A black marker pen, 2 circular templates, one big and one smaller, a nice set of watercolors and a paintbrush with some water to go with it. All these items and many more art and craft materials can be found at Textbook Center. Let's begin! Step 1. Using the bigger size circular template, draw a circle on your straw board. Take your marker pen and draw around the circle. Step 2. Take the smaller size circular template and draw 2 circles on the straw board. So our smaller sized template is this tissue roll. Take your marker pen and while here, draw on this end. This will be the lion's ears. Then draw the second circle. As you can see, they're not completely full circles. I just had my markings end on these lines, which is the face of the lion. So let me show you. Step 3, take your pair of scissors and cut out the shape. We'll use the pair of scissors that cuts paper. And we'll cut along the edge of this shape. So don't cut off the 2 circles, the 2 smaller ones. When you get there, just move and flow in that direction. Step 4. We all know that King Lion has a big mane around his head. So now, let's take our twine and glue it around the back of his head so as to make it. We'll use these scissors, which I use for cutting cloth. Chop off a bit. We want to make loops while sticking it. So loops are just shapes that look like this. So I'll just be doing this while sticking them on to the head. You'll just follow along as I do it. First off, take our uhu glue, dab a bit of it on the head. Remember, I'm using the side where there are markings. I've left the clean part for the face. So let's start with our first loop. Then I hold it down for a bit, maybe 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I go and make the second loop. And we're done with King Lion's mane. Step 5. Now we want to complete King Lion's face. So we'll draw the eyes, the nose, and we also want a happy King Lion. So we'll give him a big fat smile. First, the eyes. So, King Lion is really happy. Then, draw a triangle facing downwards. So this is the nose. Then let's do the mouth. A happy mouth. Now, let's go back to our nose and shade it in. Finally, decorate King Lion's mane with watercolor. I'll be using brown. You feel free to use any other color. So open it up. Take your paintbrush. Dip it in water. And then go to brown. This is my brown. Dab your paintbrush in there. And then go to your mane and just paint. You can even put something on top here so that you have little less cleanup time afterwards. You can choose to have the different loops painted in different colors. I just wanted a more neutral look, that's why I picked brown. But you can even have rainbow colors painted all over this loop. It will look really beautiful, and we'd love to see photos of that. Won't have to wait for long for you to be able to play with King Lion. Imagine how it would have been if we had different colors. Wow. Or even two alternating colors. Maybe one of our earlier combinations when we were making the puzzle. The red, what did we use? Red and blue, orange and yellow. What did we use? You can remind me in the comments section below.
So you want to go over this first one again. Here. We are done.
Roar! Make way for the king of the jungle. Thank you so much for watching. Don't miss out on a chance of winning fun gift hampers from Textbook Center. Simply upload photos of your projects using the hashtag TBC Kids Club. Remember to subscribe to this channel and click the links below for more details. See you all next time. Bye!